Hello everyone. So in this session, first of all, I forgot to record when I was doing the to do. So I'll just do the explanation about what I did in my to do. So of course, I did import the request, JSON file and all this. Also, JWT required to protect our routes and also get JWT identity for us to get the current user ID. And then we also imported the tag and to do. So remember, to do is expecting the user ID and the tag ID. So for the user ID, it will just take the current user ID. So for the tag ID, we also need to confirm if it exists in the tags table. So I'll go again. So you can see this one is to do, and then we have JWT required because this one should only you are adding your own to dos. So that's why you need to add this one to protect the route, and then we get the data, of course, and then we also need to get the current user ID. So you can see we got all our data. So here you can see what I did here. That's why I imported date time. So remember, deadline should be date time field. Deadline should be date time field. So it is very important to ensure that what you pass should be convertible to date time field. So you need to pass in this format. So remember, datetime.strp time expects you to pass two values. One is a deadline which is in string format, and then the format which is year, month, day, hour, minute, second. So you convert that one, and then we also go ahead and check the tag ID if it exists. So that's why we check the tag ID, and then if the tag exists, all right. If the tag does not exist, of course we give an error. Else you add the tag, all right. So this one I also tested it. So to do, add to do, authorization. Oh, okay. Where is it? Add to do. You need to add to do. So of course you need to pass authorization, the token. So I've already passed a valid token, and then you go to the body. You pass your details. So you can see the deadline is in month. I mean year, month, day, and then hour, minute, second. So you can see this one's okay. When you send it, when I send this, let me just send it. Okay, let me send this again. So you can see, oh, the token has expired probably. So I'll go ahead again and get the current. So I log in, send this, and then I get the current, the latest token. Copy the token, add to do, authorization, bearer token, control, paste, save, send. So you can see to do has been added successfully. So that's for the adding to dos. So let me scroll down first to get to dos. I mean to update to dos. So in my update, first of all, of course, you need to protect the route using @JWT required. So you can see this is my route to do, and then the to do ID method is put, and then we need to get the current user ID first by using the get JWT identity, and then get the user data, and then you first check if to do exists, right? That you're trying to update. So if it exists, and also the current user is equal to the user who created the to do. So this one will ensure that the current user is the only person that is allowed to update his own to do. So it does. This one will assist you to ensure that there is no other person that will be able to update your own to dos. So of course you get the data from the user. And the reason why I did use data.get is because this one will ensure that if the user does not pass the title, description, or even is complete, or even tag ID, it will just use the default ones, which is already added, which is in the database, which is to do the title, to do the description, and all this. So now about the deadline. So for the deadline, we could have used the same way, but remember, if a user does not pass it, we'll have to use the default value from the database, and the default value from the database is already in date time format. All right. So this one is to ensure that this one is to ensure that the deadline is a string before passing. So remember, to use strp time, it should be the deadline value should actually be a string. All right. So that's why we need to check if our deadline value, which is this one, which is the same as what we have here, which is the same as this one, is you actually get it, and then you check the instance. Is it a date time value? If it's a date time value already, just initialize it to the value. Otherwise, you need to convert it to a data time value. So after that, we did go again and check the tag ID. You need to check the tag ID if it exists in the tags table. So if it exists, go ahead. If it doesn't exist, go ahead and give an error message which does not exist. I think this one should be 44. And then again, you go ahead now and apply the changes. All right. So it's the same thing. I mean update to do. So for the update to do now, you will realize that in our body, you can pass as simple as only one field. If you pass two fields or one field, there is no problem, because it will just use the default value of that to do. So that's why I did pass through here. All right. So let me just get the authentication token here. And then authorization, bearer token. Send it. You can see to do has been updated. So same thing with delete. It's the same exact thing. For delete, it is just straightforward. But now remember, we also need to confirm that the to do belongs to that user. That's why after getting the current user here, we went ahead and checked todo.query.filter by ID is equals to do ID, and also the user ID is equals to the current user ID. So you can only delete your own to-dos. That's the purpose of checking this one. So if we have a to-do, if we don't have a to-do, you tell the user to-do is not found, or you are not authorized to update that to-do. Otherwise, go ahead and delete to-do. Now, for the fetch, that is fetch all to-dos. Just fetch it the same way. The only difference is that you fetch, you need to you need also to get the user as a whole. So remember, we need to fetch the user as a whole. So that's why you can see we are also trying to incorporate the user here and also the tag. So this one is possible with the help of these two lines, this and also this. It will enable us to fetch a to-do with a tag as a whole, and also as a to fetch the user as a whole. All right, that's how you have these two lines, and then we JSONify. Of course, you pass to the user, and then you can also we also have this one, which is getting to do by ID. So getting to do by ID, this one also is the same as the other one. It's the same as the other one, but this one again, I even forgot to add this one, the user and the tag as a whole. I'll just copy it the way it is, and then I'll paste it here this way, and then you'll be able to fetch all to-dos, right, including the user who created the to-do as a whole, and also the tag, right? Yes. So so that's all for this. You can go ahead and I'll share, of course, I'll share this code in the description, and then you can also go and try it. I think that's all for this application for this at this moment. I will try. I'm just trying. Let me just log in fresh. I'll just you'll see what will come in future. So thank you very much. perfect. You can see. All right.